Hello, I welcome you to this video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to get high engagement in your Facebook ad. If you see this ad, this is one of the ads that I am running, and you can see the engagement. The engagement is about 986 likes. That is very close to 1,000. And you can see the number of comments, 264 comments, the number of shares, 247 shares. It is when your ad get to this point that you start selling like crazy. This is when you can start selling, because a lot of people like to follow what other people like. People generally want to follow what multitude are following. So when they see that your ad is generating a lot of engagement, then some people will take action. When you launch your ad initially, some people may not take action. It is when it's getting to this point they will now say, oh boy, this thing is working. Oh, that is when they will now take action. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to get your ad to this level. You can take a conscious effort to get your ad to this level. Whether your ad has never get to this level before, I am going to show you the strategies that you can use to get your ad to this level so that you can start selling like crazy. Without wasting your time, let's get started. I am going to be showing you some of the secrets that you can use to get your high engagement on your Facebook advertisement. And one of the important factor is conversion rate. And what I mean by conversion rate is, what is the rate at which you are selling that product you are promoting? Because before you can even get to that level, you need to sell. Because if you are not selling, when will you get money to run ad to get to that level? That means your product has to be converting. People have to be buying it. That is when you will be able to see money, to raise money, to put it back into the ad. Very, very important. If you see that an ad that is getting to that level, it means either the person is selling very well, or the person has a lot of money saved that is using to run the ad. So in case you don't have a saving that you are using to run the ad, you are getting the money from the ad you are running, then the ad need to be converting. You need to sell. And these are factors that affect the rates of conversion. Number one is pricing. And when it comes to pricing affects the rate at which your product converts. Sometimes if the price is too high, it's not going to convert because people will see that they cannot afford it. A lot of people will leave. If they cannot afford it, they will leave. If it's too high, they are not going to pay for it. They will not pay, they will go. And if it is too low, some people will say that they will think that is an inferior product. The moment they see that the price is very low, they already conclude that if it is a good product, the price will not be as low as that. So when it comes to pricing, you need to strike a balance between the high and the low, so that you get the sweet spot where most people are comfortable with. And what I did in one of my products, that one I showed you, was initially I run the ad and I put the product to 3,000 naira. and I saw that it was only one person that bought it, because people saw that the value of that program is supposed to be more than 3,000. And because they saw that it's supposed to be more than 3,000, they didn't buy. It was only one person that bought it. So I now tested different prices. I set 3 ad sets. One, I set 3 landing page. One was 5,000, one was 10,000, and the other one was 30,000 naira. And I start running the ad for 3 ad sets, sending them to different landing page. And when I ran the ad, either for about a day or two, I saw that people were buying the one of 5,000, and some other people were also buying the one of 10,000, but nobody bought the one of 30,000. And since nobody buy the one of 30,000, I now maintained the 10,000. I maintained the 5,000 small. I maintained the 5,000 small and gave them expiring date, that the promo is going to expire so and so. And when that day reached, I switched back the ad to 10,000, and I maintained that 10,000. I never go back to 5,000 again. And I saw that a lot of people were comfortable with that 10,000 naira. A lot of people were comfortable. A lot of my audience are comfortable with that 10,000 naira. So you need to strike a balance between either low or high. If it is too high, they will not buy. If it is too low, they will not buy. They will think it's inferior. So you need to strike the balance so that you can sell. But at the beginning of your product, of your campaign, you can decide to lower the price so that you will be able to raise money to run ad. So I hope you have gotten the pricing. I will talk more on pricing later, but for now, let's leave it at that. Then another factor that can also affect the rate of conversion is testimonial. Testimonial is what people are saying about your product. Have anybody used your product before? The people that have used it, what are they saying? You need that testimonial. And the video testimonial is more effective than any other testimonial. So try and get testimonial, because as people are landing on your landing page, they are looking for testimonial, what other people are saying. That is what is going to push them to bring out their ATM card and start paying for your product. Then the third thing that can also affect the rate of conversion is FOMO. FOMO meaning fear of missing out. When you get to my website, for instance, and some other landing page like that, you see a notification at the bottom left. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you perhaps you arrive on a landing page like this and you see a notification showing that so person has bought this product, and you are seeing a number of people that have bought the product, you will feel that a lot of people are buying this product, that if you don't buy, you are losing out. That is fear of losing out, fear of missing out. That's what we call FOMO. It increases rates of conversion. So I am going to show you how to have this on your website free. There are some that are paid and there are some that are free. I'm going to show you how to have free version of this so that you'll be able to display the people that have bought your product. Then the next thing that can increase your conversion rate is the strength of your offer. What I mean here is how valuable is your product to your audience. What is the value of your product to them? The strength of the value. If the value is low, they are not going to buy. People buy when they feel that the value they are going to get from your product is more than the money you are demanding from them. When they see it that way, they have seen it that way, that the value they are receiving from you is higher than the money you are demanding from them, that is when they are going to pay for your product. So that is going to affect the rate of your conversion. And for you to do that, you are going to invest a lot of things. You are going to put in so much effort to give value. You are going to work hard to give value in your offer so that you give out a lot of value and receive less. That is what is going to make your audience buy. Don't be lazy. Give out enough value. Okay. And use words, copyright method to display your value. I will show you more of that in subsequent videos. Your copyright, that is how you write your copy, also matters. It can prove the value of your offer. Okay, then the next thing is that is the number 2 factor that can increase your engagement on your ad. It is called vertical scaling. We have horizontal scaling and we have vertical scaling. First of all, you need to understand what is scaling. Scaling is when you start spending more on your ad to reach more people. For instance, when you are spending 1,000 naira per day, you are not going to reach more people compared to somebody that is spending 20,000 naira in a day. Let's get to my ad set so that I can explain this better. So, what I mean here is, for instance, in this ad set, I am spending 5,000 naira per day. And in this ad set, I am spending 3,000 naira per day. So if I want to scale this ad now, this one that I'm spending 5,000 naira per day, if I want to scale it, that means I want to reach more people. There are 2 ways I can go about it. Either horizontal scaling or vertical scaling. In horizontal scaling, I can duplicate this ad set into 2. If I duplicate it, it means I now have 2 campaign or 2 ad sets. And that means for a day, I will now be spending 10,000 naira. That is horizontal scaling. But if I want to go by vertical scaling, instead of duplicating it, I am going to increase the amount I'm spending per day. For instance, I can increase the amount I am spending per day in the ad set level. If I go to the ad set level and I increase the amount I am spending per day, that is scaling here, that is the daily budget. If I increase it to 10,000 naira now, I will be able to reach more people. That is vertical scaling. And I hope you now understand the difference between vertical scaling and horizontal scaling. Vertical scaling, you increase the amount of daily spend in your ad set. Then in horizontal scaling, you duplicate your ad set or campaign, whichever one, is still the same thing. Either you duplicate your campaign or you duplicate your ad set, is still the same thing. Okay. Then the horizontal scaling is going to affect your engagement negatively, in the sense that, let me show you how it will affect your engagement. If I duplicate this ad set, it means that I now have two ads that are running. If I duplicate it into two, I now have two ads that are running, and that means that those two ads are showing to people. I have divided my engagement. If for instance the ad show to 1,000 people and each of them like, how many like will I be having? I'll be having 1,000 likes. And that 1,000 like, if you share the like between the two ad sets, that is 500 likes. I have successfully divided the engagement. But what if I now concentrate the like on one particular ad set? So instead of 500 now, I will now be having 1,000 likes on one ad. And that 1,000 likes is more effective than having 500 likes on different ad sets. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So vertical scaling is better when it comes to high engagement, because your engagement are now concentrated on one ad. So it's going to give you more results on the long run. So that is the importance of vertical scaling. Vertical scaling helps you to concentrate your engagement, your likes, your comments on one particular ad. So it is better. So I will encourage you to always do vertical scaling instead of horizontal scaling. But the disadvantage of vertical scaling is that when you increase the amount of budget, initially it's going to increase the cost per action. But don't bother, because of the advantage you are going to get in the social proof, in the number of likes, so you are going to cover for it. And after some time, it will now stabilize. And when you are doing vertical scaling, don't increase too much, increase gradually. Like if I want to increase now, if I want to increase from 5,000 to something, I'm not going to increase by 50%. I'm not going to increase straight to 10,000. You are going to get, the result will not be effective. So instead of 5,000, I will increase it by 20%. 20% of 5,000 is what? 20% of 5,000 is 1,000 naira. So if I want to increase If I want to scale this ad now, I will increase it to 6,000 first. Then from 6,000, I can increase it to 8,000. From 8,000, I can increase it to 10,000. That is how I'll be going gradually. I'll be scaling it up like that. I'll be scaling it up, and the ad will continue to be running. I'll be scaling it up gradually like that. It is better. It will help you to get high engagement, and your engagement will be concentrated on one ad, so that as people are seeing it, they will now think that, wow, this thing is working. People are reacting to this ad, and they themselves, they will follow suit. Okay, so I hope you understand this point. Let's move to the next level. The next one that can help you get engagement on your ad is your ad creative. Your ad creative is the ad that is shown to people, and it's going to determine whether people are going to react to it or not. There are some things that makes people engage on your ad. One is information. If your ad is very informative, that is, it teaches them something, they learn something from it. After reading it or watching the video, they have gotten some value from it. Naturally, they are going to hit on the like button, and they are going to share it either to themselves or to somebody else. They are going to save the ad so that later they can go back to it. It means it has given them information. They have studied, they have learned something from your ad. It means your ad creative is very informative. That is one. Another thing that can help your ad to get high engagement is entertainment. People like entertainment. Something that make them relax, something that make them laugh, something that make them have fun. If your ad is very entertaining, people are going to engage with it. Maybe it's very funny. After looking at it, they laugh. Generally, after laughing, they will hit on the like button, or it makes them to, it inspires them. Like somebody is dancing, very funny, very, things like that. Something that is very entertaining. It's going to matter whether people are going to hit on the like button, they are going to share it, or they are going to make comments, things like that. So make sure you work on your ad. If it is not entertaining, then make it informative. Let people learn something from your ad to the extent that they can even save it, so that they can always go back to it. That is another thing that can make people engage on your ad. Okay, then the next one is your landing page. Your landing page matters when it comes to engagement, because when people click on your ad, they will get to your landing page. If they get to your landing page, they look at your landing page. If your landing page is very informative, they went through it and it is very, very informative or very entertaining, or they saw something valuable from there, they receive some value from there, or they see something very, very useful there. When they come back to Facebook, they are going to hit the like button. They may not hit the like button before they visit your landing page, but when they visit your landing page and they see something that is very, very important, they see you as somebody very important, they are going to hit the like button, and that is going to increase your engagement level. Or maybe they visit your landing page and they see the result you have gotten, they say wow. Or they see the result your students have gotten, is going to increase your engagement. or they see the number of testimonial, a lot of testimonial is going to increase your engagement. Okay, so I hope you have gotten some value from this, and if you do, make sure you give me a testimonial, you give me a video testimonial. These are what I do to make my ad get enough engagement. This is what I do. This is exactly what I do. I know that I am not an entertaining person. I don't have the talent to entertain, but I have the talent to educate. So since I have the talent to educate, I make my creative very informative. I give out information, and because I give out information, people are going to save the ad, they are going to like the ad, they are going to make comment, they are going to save it, they are going to share it. So if you are not an entertaining type, you don't have the talent to entertain, then you should have the talent to educate. Educate your audience, give us something valuable, something new, something they can learn from. Okay, all right, thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Bye.